Hello friends, welcome to the next tutorial of this module. In this tutorial, we will learn about what is CSRF. CSRF stands for Cross-Site Request Forgery. It is an attack that forces an end user to execute unwanted action on a web application in which they are currently authenticated. So over here, let's also understand what is the difference between authentication and authorization. First of all, authentication confirms your identity to grant access to the system, whereas authorization determines whether you are authorized to access the resources or not. In authentication, it validates users' credential to gain user access, but in authorization, it verifies whether you are allowed to access those resources or not. Although authentication determines whether user is what he claims to be or not. But in authorization, it determines whether user can or cannot access a resource. Basically, authentication requires a username and a password, but authorization depends upon various security levels. And yes, authentication is the first step of authorization because authorization is done after successful authentication. Let me give you an example. You might be a student of a particular university where you are required to authenticate before accessing library. But in authorization, so let me give you an example for the same. You might be a student of a particular university where you are required to authenticate yourself to access library. But in library, you don't have the authorization to go through all the sections. There are some restricted areas where you're not allowed to go. So over here, you're not authorized to go to those sections. So that was about authorization and authentication. Now, CSRF attacks specifically target state-changing requests, means there is no theft of data since the attacker has nowhere to see the response to the forged request. With a little help of social engineering, such as sending a link via email or via chat, an attacker may trick the user of a web application into executing actions of their attacker's choosing. If the victim is a normal user, a successful CSRF attack can force the user to perform state-changing requests like transfer funding, changing the email address, and so forth. If the victim is an administrative account, CSRF can compromise the entire web application. So, under the pretext of doing something else, the victim ends up getting trapped and perform state-changing requests. Hello friends, welcome to the next tutorial of this program. Today, in this tutorial, we will talk about how to perform CSRF attack in a testing environment. So, let's see an example. So over here, go to CSRF. Now, enter the password. Let's enter 123 as our new password. And click change. As you can see over here, this website is using get-based request. That's why the password has been displayed over here. And that is 123. Now, let's log out and check whether if we are able to log in with the new password or not. We are successfully able to log in with a new password. Now, let's change our password to 1234. And this time, let's intercept this request and generate CSRF POC. So I will turn on the intercept and change password. So as you can see, the bulb suit has intercepted our request and the password is 1234. Now, right-click over here and go to Engagement Tool and generate CSRF POC. You have to copy this HTML code. Click Copy HTML. Go to Notepad. And over here, paste the copied HTML code. Save this file with HTML extension. Let's give it a name CSRF. With HTML extension, hit save. Now turn off your intercept. As you can see over here, your new password is 1234. So if we log in again, we have to type 1234 as our new password. Now, let's change again our password to QWERTY. Hit change. Now the password is QWERTY. To check whether the site has CSRF vulnerability or not, let's open the file which we have saved or in our laptop. And yes, remember this thing, you have to open the file in the same browser where you have logged in into your account. For example, over here, I am using Firefox, so I will right-click this file and open with Firefox. In some cases, it might ask for submit request, and if it's not asking, that's also not a problem. Now the password has been changed to 1234. So, as I change it to QWERTY, it has been overridden, and the new password is 1234. So if I log out and enter QWERTY, it won't log in. It will say login failed because we have successfully performed CSRF attack. Now let's log in with 1234. And voila, we have successfully logged in into our account. So this ensures that CSRF vulnerability exists over here. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching this tutorial.